heymodels.com. I'm Kai Isaiah Jamal, and we're here in London. I think that all of my work, both as a writer and as a model, are constantly in conversation with one another. Part of my self-care is having a moment to write, as well as meditation, therapy, making sure that I'm grounded. I don't think stepping into the limelight was a bad thing, because it's not about it being self-serving. It's about my entire community being brought into a certain space. I think living in South London probably impacted every part and influenced every part of who I am. Like, South Londoners are very patriotic about living in South London. I remember buying like fake Louis Vuitton do-rags, and now there are real Louis Vuitton do-rags, and I feel like that full circle moment was so important. I went from, seeing these things and then being so unattainable to like being in campaigns for brands that I once, looked at in such admiration. Trains were like a vital part of being able to find a way to be my best and most authentic version of myself without the restraints of being home. That's how I arrived at being Kai. Here's something I wrote about the train and becoming bigger than I was when I got onto it. There is not a lot left to do but look inwardly at yourself when you hurtle through the blackest of tunnels, with your reflection being the most constant thing you see. What even is crossing over, passing, trying to look recognizable? I don't actually leave the train a different person, I don't think. But the feelings inside me are different. I guess I'm here. The cold concrete reminds me I am home. Maybe not the same person I once was. I love bridges because I had this thing, especially in, I guess, like points of my life that were difficult. I would walk over a bridge, and by the time I got to the other side of it, I would try to shed myself of some of the trauma or some of the feelings I was having, or I would just try to be in a different mindset once getting over to the other side. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about the fashion industry, specifically as a model. I think the main one was that like somebody like me in any intersection could not exist in that place. And like fundamentally what I realized is that queerness, transness, blackness, all of these things have historically been so important to the fashion industry that the idea of us not being kind of celebrated or prioritized or, considered is mind-boggling for me. But I can exist, and not only I can exist, but I can thrive.